Sam Lombardo is a college teacher in a small town in Florida. The man is popular among girls and women, causing increased interest in his person. Female teachers and students pay attention to the teacher as soon as he appears in the educational institution and dream of making love with him. The academic year is gradually ending, so lectures and seminars are left behind. Sam gathers the students in the auditorium for a class on adults crimes. Detective Ray came to the college for this purpose. Duquette and his assistant Gloria Perez, seeing the policeman on stage who took the life of her friend Susie, refuses to attend and defiantly leaves the others pay attention to this and consider the girl's behavior strange, but this is not the first outburst on her part. Most recently, Susie spent 6 months behind bars due to the use of illegal substances. A little later, Gloria learns about this from Ree, but does not listen to him as she looks at the handsome teacher and dreams of making love with him. A little later, the teacher conducts courses on yacht management, combining work and hobbies. The man dreams of one day owning a 50-foot ship and promises to achieve his goal at any cost. Poor student Jimmy shares his teacher's wish and stays after class to wash the yak in exchange for free tuition. Kelly Van Ryan is the spoiled daughter of a wealthy widow who dreams of getting her teacher into bed. Having fallen in love with Sam, she tries to attract his attention to herself and asks him to take her home. Not wanting to get into an awkward situation, the teacher also decides to give Jimmy a ride. Leaving the college grounds, he invites Susie to join him, but the girl refuses, showing her middle finger. Sam drops Kelly off at home and greets her hot mom, who decided to meet her daughter from the balcony. The girl realizes that there was something between her and the teacher and is jealous of the man Sarah invites Sam to replace, but he refuses because he does not want to repeat his previous mistakes. Before going home, Kelly promises his teacher that he will visit him on Sunday to wash the ASV and earn another bonus. In his studies, the man spends Saturday in complete solitude with nature, riding an airboat and feeding alligators from the local swamps. On Sunday, Kelly and her friend visit the teacher to fulfill his promise and wash his SUV. The girls are trying to flirt with Sam when suddenly Barbara Baxter, the daughter of an influential lawyer who is in a relationship with him, comes out of his house. Kelly is once again jealous of the man, but holds back her anger in order to begin the task at hand. Two beautiful college girls wash Sam's dirty SUV in the most sexy way possible. A little later, Kelly asks her friend to leave as soon as possible so that she can be alone with the teacher. Seeing a wet beauty on the threshold of the house, the man guesses what she is thinking about. Sometime later, Kelly, wearing torn clothes, hurriedly leaves the teacher's house. The next morning, the school principal calls Kelly's mother to report that the girl did not show up for class. Sarah, who made love to the gardener, knows nothing about this, but promises to find out where her daughter disappeared. A little later, she calls Sam and again insists on a date, but he ignores her, believing that their meetings are in the distant past. While Sarah goes looking for her daughter, she spots Kelly in the garden shooting clay pigeons. In a personal conversation, the girl tells her mother that Sam took her by force, and against the background of this, she experiences stress as she is afraid to tell anyone about it. The outraged mother wants a fair punishment for the criminal and immediately goes to the police station. Here, Kelly gives a videotaped testimony where he talks in detail about what Sam did. The police believe the girl's every word, but not Gloria. The young detective reacts skeptically to the student's statements and believes that she is slandering the man after he showed no interest in her person. Soon the college finds out about the accusation of a sex crime, causing Sam to lose credibility among students and teachers. The director is worried about the reputation of the educational institution, and although he treats Sam in a friendly manner, removes him from his position. The accused realizes that local lawyers are afraid to stand up in court against a rich and influential widow, so he turns to the modest and Eccentric Ken Bowen, the lawyer, is skeptical of Sam's story and repeatedly asks the man to make sure he is sincere. Ken is ready to defend the teacher in court, but his troubles do not end there. Tom Baxter believes Sam is potentially guilty and shields him from his daughter. Disappointed with what is happening, the accused teacher goes to a nearby bar to have a few drinks and relax that evening. On his way home, he noticed is a black SUV following him. The driver of the car cuts Sam off and causes an accident, as a result of which the teacher's vehicle ends up in the lake. As it turned out, the SUV was driven by Sarah's lover, who decided to punish and beat Sam on his own. The next morning, the lawyer visits his client and sees that the window to his house is broken and Sam is hiding. Armed with a harpoon, Ken offers to sue Frankie for the attempt on his life, but the teacher refuses, realizing that they will not prove anything. Meanwhile, Ree and Gloria visit Susie and learn that she was also Sam's victim. This happened a year ago, but the girl was silent and afraid to confess, believing that the man would want to get rid of her. Trying to help the investigation, Susie recalls the details of what happened, and the detectives notice that the girl's story has a lot in common. This only confirms Sam's guilt, who is immediately arrested and sent to prison pending a court decision. A few days later, the first meeting takes place, during which Kelly talks about what happened and expresses regret for his modest person. Susie, who also suffered at the hands of the teacher, must also tell about what happened. Ken understands that the girl is very nervous and decides to put pressure on her using facts from her biography. According to testimony, Susie treated Sam as a friend and even called after the incident to ask for help. Realizing that the lie has gone too far, the girl admits that she lied. Moreover, Kelly is also lying to take revenge on the teacher who betrayed her friendship with Susie and ignored the sympathy of a beautiful student. Realizing that the plan has failed, Kelly tries to attack the student with his fists and throws a glass at her, which only confirms the teacher's innocence. Tom uses the authority of the lawyer to ensure that Kelly escapes punishment, since she lied under oath, and for this she can go to jail for several years. Sarah demands that the upstarts who won the trial be put in their place, but the lawyer explains that this is impossible. Moreover, they will have to pay compensation for slandering the girl. Soon Ken and Tom meet to discuss a monetary reward that could repair the damage done to Sam's reputation. A couple of days later, a meeting takes place at the lawyer's agency, during which Sarah writes the teacher a check for $9 million. Realizing that returning to work will not be possible, Sam quits. Kelly meets the teacher on the way out of college and threatens him by breaking the prize for the best teacher of the year. In the evening, Sam returns to the hotel, which is being used as a temporary shelter from journalists and see traces of someone. As it turned out, Kelly was hiding in his room. Hiding an unknown object under a towel. In the girl's hands is a bottle of champagne, which was prepared in advance in order to celebrate an important event in their life. Kelly and Sam are lovers who are in cahoots and did everything just to legally rob a wealthy widow. Susie also joins the couple and they kiss, after which they decide to have a little fun and make love together. The detective looks into the former teacher's financial expenses and realizes that he received money from Sarah as compensation. Ray suggests that Kelly, Susie and Sam are accomplices and financial swindlers, but has no evidence. Trying to understand this case, the detective goes to Kelly and scares the girl with the fact that the second student might betray her and steal the money paid to Sam as compensation. The girl reacts too calmly, so Ray decides to meet with Susie. He provokes the student and says that the couple in love will betray her so as not to share the money. Under the influence of illegal substances, the girl begins to get nervous and leaves an angry audio message to Sam, after which she goes to Kelly. Ree follows her and decides to film the girls' conflict. At first they fight and try to drown each other, but after Sam calls, they kiss and make love. The next morning Ree shows the recording to his boss, but he reports that the case is closed and there is no evidence to prove his assumptions. The detective is forbidden to approach Sam, whom he has illegally arrested, so Gloria agrees to help her colleague and follow the former teacher. In the evening, the trio of swindlers meet on the beach to spend time together while Kelly goes to the car. Sam takes Susie to the riverbank and hits her over the head with a bottle of champagne. Having taken the life of the weakest link, the couple wraps the girl's body in film and dumps it in a swampy area infested with hungry alligators. The detective learns about the student's disappearance from her grandmother and goes to Kelly after spotting a girl washing a dirty SUV. Ree realizes that she's involved in Sue's disappearance and meets with Jimmy to try to find her on the beach in a place where the girl liked to relax. The detective finds a tooth and traces of blood that could belong to the victim. Gloria watches Sam and admires his body, unaware that the man has noticed her, having invited the woman to his place. The former teacher gives her a dossier on Kelly, proving the girl's guilt in Susie's disappearance. Gloria is unable to arrest Sam and allows him to leave. Ree finds out about this and rushes to Kelly to arrest the girl. When they meet, a conflict and shootout occur between them, during which the detective shoots the student twice, taking her life. Soon an internal investigation takes place, as a result of which Ray is fired without a pension and the right to continue working in the authorities. Sometime later, Ree and Sam meet in a house on a private island, and it becomes clear that they were ACC complies from the very beginning. The detective asks to give the money, but his partner asks him to wait a few days. The next morning they go fishing on a huge yacht. During the walk, Sam asks a friend to tighten the sail and uses the right moment to throw it into the water. Ray clings to the rope and climbs back out, after which a fight begins between the men. She is interrupted by a harpoon shot from Susie. As it turned out, Sam was only faking the crime so that the girl could disappear. She takes revenge for the fact that Ree took the life of her friend and fires a control shot, sending the man overboard. Susie and Sam celebrate their victory and drink, but the girl poisoned the contents of the glass. As soon as Sam gets up, the student knocks him out with a blow to the head, causing the man to fall into an eternal sleep on the open sea. Meanwhile, Gloria meets Susie's grandmother and learns that she is adopted. In fact, the girl's father was Mr. Van Ryan, but he did not know about her existence. A girl with unique mental abilities pulled off a brilliant crime to get back the money that rightfully belonged to her. It also becomes known that Susie had her own yacht and knows how to sail them. Soon the girl meets with an eccentric lawyer and receives cash to start a new life. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you soon.